Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to your favorite YouTube channel, YOLENO TV. And like I said previously, this is where we keep stock of all the news for you so that in future you can always go back to your favorite YouTube channel and watch them. Now today we'd like to focus on the latest happening, and that is the news that has just trickled in about Rigathi Gachagua. A brief history of Rigathi Gachagua was a DO, and now the current Madira MP and also the deputy president candidate for Kenya Kwanza, and of course under the UDA party. Now Rigathi Gachagua has been marred by a lot of corruption allegations, and this has affected Rigathi Gachagua immensely, and this has affected Rigathi Gachagua adversely. And there is a time, like in the previous in the debate that the Rigathi Gachagua had with Martha Karua, he said that the court had seized around 2 million shillings from his account. Those have been frozen because from the investigations, it was not easy or not possible for Rigathi Gachagua to tell the courts how he got those funds. So the court decided the anti-corruption court decided to freeze Rigathi Gachagua's account. Now, the latest happening, in that debate, when Rigathi Gachagua was asked about his wealth, he said like he's 800 million worth, but 200 million the government seized. So he was literally saying that he is worth the balance, which is 600 million. But then the latest news that have hit us is that Rigathi Gachagua's frozen account, the funds from that account, the government will have to repossess back. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we get into the nitty-gritties of that analysis, please take a moment and subscribe if you're a first-time visitor. But if you're a regular visitor who has not subscribed, please just do so by subscribing. You're helping us. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell so that every time we upload a video, you become the first person to be notified. Now, let's go back to Rigathi Gachagua. So Justice Esther of the Anti-Corruption Court issued a decree that Rigathi Gachagua's funds, the 200 million funds which were seized, which were frozen, to be repossessed by the government. Simply because, when Rigathi Gachagua was defending why he got those funds, he could not show evidence. Most of these corruption cases, the best way to win them is to provide proof. And government tenders, there has to be a contract form and a series of other forms. But Rigathi Gachagua, from what the court has said, provide none of the documents to purport, or rather to defend or to be evidence as to how he acquired the funds. But Rigathi Gachagua previously said that he got the funds from supplying the government with goods and services. But the court is saying that tell us how that was actualized, because if you don't have the proof, then definitely how are we going to say, or rather to make conclusions that these funds were legally acquired? So what the court has said as basically can only be translated to a major blow to Kenya Kwanza. Mind you, Rigathi Gachagua's campaign, he has been saying that he has money. You remember the previous utterances that he made, some of them which ended up, affecting William Samoei Ruto in a negative way. And to add on to that, Rigathi Gachagua could be funding that campaign also, because there are two principles, and I don't expect Musalia Mudavadi or Moses Wetangula to be financing the campaign of Kenya Kwanza the way I expect Rigathi Gachagua to be doing. So the 200 million, if they have been repossessed, then that will be a blow to Kenya Kwanza. Of course, when the Kenya Kwanza forms the government, Rigathi Gachagua will definitely have to find a way of, getting some of these funds back, because, he'll be the second in command and you have powers and you can make decisions that are favoring you but maybe being to the disadvantage of your juniors. So Rigathi Gachagua, going forward, has to face the music. So since Rigathi Gachagua failed to prove how he got that, remember in June 2020, Anti-Corruption Court, after issuing that order, requested Rigathi Gachagua to provide proof. So I think going forward, this is going to hurt the campaigns of Kenya Kwanza, because the last thing that Kenya Kwanza wanted was a confirmation of a corruption allegation like the one that had just affected the second in command in Kenya Kwanza, and this is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. So how do you think going forward that Rigathi Gachagua will handle the scenario? In a past rally, not really a rally today, Rigathi Gachagua said that the government has stolen 200 million from me. He's not saying that those are proceeds of corruption that he's actually been facing, but he's merely putting the blame on Uhuru KENYATTA. Because when you talk about the government acquiring those funds from you, and previously when Rigathi Gachagua said that the Uhuru is been trying to fight back after he decamped the Uhuru camp to Ruto camp. So what Rigathi Gachagua tried to mean was that it was like a retaliation kind of thing. So he will actually support his point going forward by saying that the president is responsible for that loss, but he's forgetting that the courts requested him to provide proof on how he acquired the 200 million shillings into his account. So ladies and gentlemen, going forward, what do you expect of Kenya Kwanza? Do you think their campaigns will still be smooth? I think Azimio Kenya Lands has found a reason to now come guns blazing on Rigathi Gachagua, especially because of the confirmation of corruption. And Raila has not had his town hall session, the much awaited televised session that will be having, from what we had, there will be the Muslim community, border community, there will be the business, there will be so many groups in attendance. So it will be a one-on-one session whereby Raila is expected to receive questions directly from those heads of the community, and he will respond to them directly. And I think Raila will now have a reason to now talk boldly about corruption, because the second in command in Kenya Kwanza has been charged and found guilty of embezzling funds from a corrupt deal. He supplied air, because what did you supply? If you don't have proof of whatever you supplied, then probably you supplied oxygen, you supplied air, you supplied nothing. So Rigathi Gachagua going forward, he will have to face the music. So dear ladies and gentlemen, allow me to wind up there. And as usual, I always like to encourage first-time viewers to subscribe to our channel. And those regular viewers, please just give us, just subscribe to our channel, and you can hit the notification bell so that every time you upload a video, you become the first person to be notified. Now, I'm on a journey, or we are on a journey to 3,000 subs. Please help me share this channel, help me subscribe more, help me tell people, friends, to tell other friends that there is YOLENO TV. And once again, I'd like to say thank you so much for being with us, for being with our channel. See you later.